my name is Charlotte and I'm talking about the birth of my daughter. Being a mother is about learning strengths you didn't know you had and dealing with fears you didn't know existed, unknown. There is nothing more beautiful than the gift of life. On April 11th, 2011, it was the scariest day of my life. At 2:38 a.m., my water broke and I started having, I started having pains in my stomach. So I rushed out to the car while my boyfriend was going around the house looking for my bag for the hospital. I got to the hospital within 15 minutes. My hospital was at Lower Bucks, so I was living in Feasterville. So I got there within 15 minutes. My nurse gave me a gown, and I put the gown on, and then they gave me two medicines and an IV. The medicines were to start my contractions a little bit more, and the other one was to relax me because I wasn't dilated enough to go into labor. So about 15 hours later, I'm dilated at 7 centimeters. And that was the last point in time that I can get my epidural, so I finally got my epidural to go, so it would last a little bit longer. And so I get my epidural, and I go through 2 hours of pushing. My daughter got stuck in my cervix, so they ended up pushing her back in, and I had to get an emergency C-section, which I was really scared. And so they prepped me for the emergency C-section, and they gave me more medicine in my epidural. So around 7:28 p.m. is when I had my C-section. Around 7:40, my daughter Kylie Rose Bickle was born. She was 7 pounds, 4 ounces, 20 inches long. She had my color skin, dark hair, and blue eyes like her dad. She looked like me, but she had some of his looks and expressions. And that's why I say being a mother is about learning strengths you didn't know you had and dealing with fears you didn't know existed. Because I didn't know that I had the strengths, I didn't know I had strengths to even go into labor, and it scared me, the living daylights out of me, to even go into labor. On April 11th marked the greatest moment of my life. Knowing how beautiful and rewarding the gift of life is, makes me tear up knowing God blessed me with such a beautiful, healthy baby girl. She was perfect, and I was so lucky to have her. Labor was hard, but the outcome was the best thing that ever happened to me. The endless love I have for my daughter and the bond between my daughter and I is the most beautiful bond I have ever felt in my life.